Patience. You might not know what you want to do for the rest of your life right now. That's okay. Keep an open mind. Be aware of any opportunities that come your way, and don't think that whatever program you decide to follow will be the only thing you do for the rest of your life. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't, but the fact is, this is just the beginning. And this applies to all of us, whether you are preparing yourself for the next step after Applebee or if this is your first year here. There are a multitude of opportunities and chances here. Try them. Don't be afraid to try something new because you don't know anything about it. Now is the time to explore your interests, get involved, and start to figure out what you truly enjoy doing. In my second year of high school, I learned about Applebee. I heard that it had amazing programs, a great campus, and all the amazing facilities we have the privilege of using every day. My parents wanted me to apply as it reminded them of my old school before I moved here. I thought there was no point. I mean, I had a great group of friends, I was in the AP program, basketball was going well, and COVID had finally started to be a thing of the past. Yeah, pardon? Yeah. Or, okay. I do. Yeah, I was like, I need to slow down when I speak. I'm good. Yeah, no, it's okay. So I'm gonna sit here, like on that bench. Okay. Check, check. course I'm right. I know everything," is a statement I found myself saying often. I always made sure that I knew where to go or what to do. I needed to know the plan before we went out. Who's going to be there? Until what time? I asked myself these questions because for some reason, I needed to know. Esteemed faculty, fellow students, family, and friends, my name is Judie. I am deeply honored and grateful to stand before you all today as we come together to explore a topic that resonates with many of us. At least I hope it does. Growing up, I am grateful to have been supported by my parents, who always urged me to take chances and accept the fact that it's okay not to know. And that's what I'm here to talk about today. The famous American philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Don't be too timid and squeamish about your actions. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. What if they are a little coarse and you may get your coat soiled or torn? What if you do fail and get fairly rolled in the dirt once or twice? Up again, you shall never be so afraid of a tumble." Life itself is an opportunity for experimentation and self-discovery. His philosophy encourages us to take chances on our unique aspirations and to not be afraid of the occasional misstep or failure, as these experiences contribute to personal growth and a more fulfilling life. His words remind us that life is an ever-evolving journey, where we embrace our dreams and learn from the experiences whether they end in acceptances or rejections. I recall on my 11th birthday, I was heartbroken that I didn't receive an acceptance letter to Hogwarts. I knew that it wasn't real, and I consciously told myself that I wasn't going to get a letter, but I still hoped for one. I obviously didn't get one, but it's okay because the next week I decided I'd be a Charlie's Angel. And those weren't the only career options I considered. I went between becoming a lawyer, a surgeon, or whatever other jobs had really cool names, or were the focus of whatever show I was watching or book I was reading. At age 13, I decided I needed to know what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And now, I thought that if I didn't have it figured out, that if I didn't have an organized 15-year plan, nothing would work out. I found comfort in going to my mom every week to let her know what my plan was. I was going to go to a top university and graduate by 23, and my master's by 24. I didn't even want to open the conversation of what university or what subject, as long as it was something I enjoyed. Then I'd get a good job. Didn't have to be amazing, but somewhere I could climb high through the ranks. And I'd buy an Audi R8 with my very first paycheck. I'd be married by 25 and kids by 28. The kids would have to play sports, I don't care which ones they were, as long as they were good at them. And I'd live somewhere warm and regularly vacation on the beach. That was the plan. I would return weekly to my mom and tell her this, perhaps with a little modification here and there, but overall, this was going to happen. To me, repeating it out loud to someone else made it seem like it had to happen, like there was nothing that could possibly get in the way, and that my life was set and ready. It took me some time to understand that people can't plan things that way, and that life doesn't care about your plans. Imagine a really big circle with a dot right in the middle. That big circle is everything, and that really tiny dot in the middle is what you can control. And all that empty space is what you cannot control, and I really struggled with that. With the fact that I can't control where I get accepted, or when I get injured, or who likes me or who doesn't, but that I can only do my best. That's all any of us can do, our best, and that's enough. The best part about putting in your all is that no matter the result, you know that you tried. You took that opportunity and gave it everything. Take each opportunity. Be innovative and challenge what you already know. Educating yourself on more than one subject and exploring those interests are what makes the difference. Many of the advancements that we have made in society have come from people who explored several interests and were educated in many different backgrounds. The golden age of Islam, the Renaissance, and the Industrial Revolution were booms of innovation. Advancements in science and mathematics, art, and in business all happened during these historical eras. However, one thing you will notice after doing a little bit of research is that many of the philosophers or physicists or artists were not only that, but they were experts in more than one field. For instance, Ibn al-Haytham, a polymath renowned for his expertise in mathematics, optics, physics, and astronomy, made significant contributions across a spectrum of fields during the golden age of Islam. His profound understanding of optics, particularly the behavior of light and its interaction with objects, was rooted in his mathematical acumen. Leveraging this diverse knowledge, he designed an ingenious device, the pinhole camera, also known as the camera obscura. His interdisciplinary approach to knowledge allowed him to make pioneering strides in understanding light and vision, shaping the course of both scientific and artistic movements. Ibn al-Haytham's capacity to draw insights from different fields and integrate them to address different challenges resulted in numerous significant advancements. He liked physics, math, and astronomy, so he explored them all. He didn't know where it would lead him, but he learned anyways. This approach also allowed him to create innovative solutions for urban planning and architecture, where he applied principles of mathematics and optics to define efficient lighting systems for cities, significantly improving quality of life. His ability to connect diverse knowledge underscored his role as a pioneering figure during the Golden Age, shaping not only scientific thought, but also technological innovation, making lasting contributions to our understanding of the natural world and the way we interact with it. He didn't know he was going to end up inventing the pinhole camera until he did it. It's okay not to know. We can learn from him. Do what excites you. That's where you should start. Now, I'm not saying that if you can't do what he did, you won't be successful, but I am saying that it doesn't hurt to explore all your options, because it can only benefit you. For us grade 12s working on our university applications, you might not know what you want to do for the rest of your life, and that's okay. Keep an open mind. Be aware of any opportunities that come your way, and don't think that whatever program you decide to follow will be the only thing you do for the rest of your life. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't, but the fact is that this is just the beginning. And this applies to all of us. Whether you're preparing yourself for your next step after Applebee, or if this is your first year here, there are a multitude of opportunities and chances. Try them. Don't be afraid to try something new because you don't know anything about it. Now is the time to explore all your interests, to get involved, and to start figuring out what you truly enjoy doing. In my second year of high school, I learned about Applebee. I learned that it had amazing programs, a great campus, and all the amazing facilities we have the privilege of using every day. My parents wanted me to apply. It reminded them of my old school before I moved to Canada, but I thought there was no point. I mean, I had a great group of friends, I was in the AP program, basketball was going well, and COVID had finally started to be a thing of the past. Why would I ever leave? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? But what I didn't know is that I would like Applebee as much as I do. I didn't know anyone who went here. At my current school, I was doing well, but maybe I could be doing even better at Applebee. So I applied. And with a decent midterm and a lot of help from Miss English, I was admitted. It was hard to believe, so I avoided even telling my friends until I started shopping for my uniform. So on my first day of grade 11, I showed up to school with my white shirt tucked in, no tie, and the shiniest ballerina shoes you've probably ever seen. Until someone kind enough came up to me and said that we don't have to tuck in our shirts, and I will never forget her for that. I was nervous, but also extremely excited as I liked meeting new people and looked forward to that. Since then, I've been able to do things I didn't know or think I'd be able to. I had the opportunity to go to Colombia, a life-changing experience. I attended conferences and met people I probably would have never interacted with in my life. I've made friends that I will always be grateful for. By taking that one chance, that one opportunity to come here, a whole building of doors opened, and I don't think I could have ever predicted myself being here in front of you today and talking about it. I'm sure for most of us, one thing we want our life to be is fulfilling. The idea of living up to the expectations you have created for yourself, for your perfect life, can be stressful. It's important to remember that even if you don't know where the route will end, whether you get a degree, a car, a house, and married all by 30, or if you choose to do the exact opposite, as long as it's what you want to do, what you are passionate about doing, then that's all that matters. I went from having an organized but relatively useless 15-year plan to just living and being in the moment. I wanted to take every opportunity I could and walk all the possible paths. I didn't want to let my fear of not knowing get in the way. I didn't want to ever have to say, I wish I would have. And that has been a guiding principle for me ever since. It's okay not to know what's going to happen tomorrow or in 5 years. Allow me to close with one of my favorite quotes by Palestinian poet Mahmoud Darwish. Life defined only as the opposite of death is not life. So live your life. Take all the opportunities that come your way, because you don't know where they'll lead you. Be appreciative for the little things, for the air you smell in the morning, for the body that takes you everywhere, and for the people that make life really worth living. Appreciate the things that you don't know, because that's where the excitement really is. Please join me in singing hymn number 418.